The fire crackled. Shadows danced on the bookshelves like a spooky waltz just for me. Outside, the wind howled like a screaming ghost, pulling at the shutters of the old house. Rain beat against the windows, each drop a sad drumbeat. In the middle of the storm, I sat alone, curled up in a big, soft chair. My fingers touched the worn covers of old books. Magic books, each one full of secrets and things people shouldn't know. They were my only friends on this super dark night. The air smelled like old paper and things that were decaying, a smell I usually liked when I was alone. But tonight, even that felt weird, like something bad was going to happen. I took a deep, shaky breath. The quiet of the room felt heavy. The storm outside was like the storm in my heart, a swirling mix of sadness and missing someone. Every gust of wind whispered her name. Lenore. My beautiful Lenore. She died, and now I'm lost in an ocean of sadness. I tried to find comfort in the old books, their wise words like a light in my darkness. But tonight the words were blurry. I couldn't understand them because I was so sad. The tick-tock of the grandfather clock was loud in the quiet, each second feeling like forever. A log shifted in the fireplace, sending sparks up the chimney. It scared me, and my heart beat fast like a trapped bird. I felt a shiver, colder than the December air. It felt like tiny eyes were watching me. I tried to forget the feeling and read my book again, but the creepy feeling stayed, making me more and more uneasy. The room felt smaller, the shadows darker, turning into scary shapes. Suddenly someone knocked on my door. It made me jump. Who would come out on a night like this? The knocking came again, louder this time. I couldn't breathe. It was a sound I knew, a sound that made me think of happy and sad memories. Could it be? No, it couldn't. But a tiny part of me hoped. "Lenore?" I whispered. Silence. Only my fast heartbeat and the sad wind answered. I stood up, my legs wobbly. Hope and fear mixed inside me. As I reached the door, the knocking came again, this time from the window. I turned around, feeling like my blood froze. A big black raven, its feathers wet from the rain, sat on the window ledge. Its eyes, like two burning coals, stared right at me. With a loud screech, the raven flew at the window. The glass shook. I stumbled back, my hand on my chest. My mind, already messed up from sadness, couldn't understand what I was seeing. This wasn't a normal bird. This was a scary bird, a sign of bad things to come. It made me feel a deep, powerful fear. The raven banged its wings against the glass. Each bang made me shiver. Shaking, I opened the window. The raven flew in like a swirl of darkness and landed on a statue of Pallas above my door. I froze, looking at it. It tilted its head, looking at me with eyes that seemed too smart for a bird. For a moment, we just stared at each other. "Speak," I said, my voice rough with fear and wonder. "Why are you here on this stormy night?" The raven tilted its head, its shiny black eyes glowed in the candlelight, and then it spoke. One word, in a deep voice that seemed to come from inside me. "Nevermore." "Nevermore," the raven said again, its voice like my own sadness. I stared at it, my mind spinning. What did that word mean? Was it a message from Lenore, a cruel joke from my own sad mind? I sat down, still staring at the raven. It made me feel scared and strangely interested. I wanted to ask it more questions, to understand its weird words. "Tell me, dark bird," I begged, my voice shaking with fear and curiosity. "What does nevermore mean?" The raven didn't answer, just stared at me. The silence felt heavy, broken only by the fire in my heartbeat. I felt myself losing it, going crazy from sadness and the creepy raven. The raven's word, "nevermore," echoed in my head, mixing with my own sad thoughts. The air felt thick with unshed tears and things I wanted to say but couldn't. Every flicker of the candle made shapes on the wall like ghosts of my Lenore. I saw her smile, heard her laugh in the quiet. Remembering her was good and bad, a happy and sad dream. The raven sitting above my door seemed to watch me, its dark eyes like a mirror of my sadness. "Nevermore," it croaked again, hurting my already broken heart. Each time it said the word, I felt a little more crazy. I wanted the bird to go away, to stop being so creepy. But something kept me there, maybe the strange interest in my own sadness. The night went on, an endless loop of me asking questions and the raven saying nevermore. The word became a reminder of everything sad in my life. I yelled at the bird, wanting answers, wanting comfort. But the raven didn't move. It was like a statue made of darkness, its eyes like a deep, empty hole inside me. I couldn't tell what was real and what wasn't. Shadows danced around me, turning into scary shapes. The air felt heavy with things I couldn't say and a crushing sadness. My reflection in the window wasn't me anymore. It was a stranger with empty eyes and messy hair, a sign of how the raven was making me crazy. I was so tired I fell back in my chair, but sleep wouldn't come. The raven was still there, reminding me of my pain. "Go away," I croaked. "Leave me alone, dark bird." The raven didn't move. "Nevermore," it rasped, crushing any hope of rest. I knew then that I would never be free of it. It was part of my sadness now, a permanent part of my own personal hell. The fire was almost out, making weird shadows. The storm was over, leaving a creepy quiet. Only the clock ticking and my own shaky breathing made any sound. The sun came up, making the sky grey and purple. But the light didn't make me feel better. The raven was still there above my door, a silent guard at the gate of my despair. I was a prisoner in my own house, my mind full of shadows and whispers. The raven, with its one creepy word, had taken everything from me, leaving only my sadness. Lenore was gone, and I, forever trapped by the raven, would live in sadness, forever hearing the echo of nevermore.